Hello, welcome. In this short video, let us look at how to use the Cartesian geometric representation of events and use that information or use that representation to calculate the corresponding probabilities. Basically, we will represent events on the xy plane and use that information to calculate their CDFs. So, let us start with an event defined as A equal to the event where x is always less than or equal to small x and y is between the values y1 and y2. So this is the event A. On the Cartesian plane, that is on the xy plane, we can represent this event as follows. So consider that this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and these are the values y1 and y2, and this is x1. So we can easily show that the value the event A is represented by the region bounded by this boundary. That is, the event A is represented by this shaded region, where the value of y changes between y1 and y2, and value of x is between minus infinity and x1. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now we can easily calculate the probability of A, that is the CDF, as probability of x less than or equal to small x and y1 less than capital Y less than or equal to y2. So this is the probability. From the graphical representation of this event, we can clearly see that this probability is equal to the difference between the probabilities defined as probability for x less than or equal to x1. This is x1, excuse me, and this is also x1, comma y less than or equal to y2. Difference or minus probability that x is less than or equal to x1, comma y is less than or equal to y1. We can easily calculate the probability of this shaded region by actually calculating the probability of the area shown by the difference between the probability of this blue region and the probability of this orange region. So by calculating the difference between the probability of the blue region and the probability of this orange region, which is basically corresponds to these two probabilities, we can calculate the probability of the event A, so which is given by the difference between the CDF at x1 comma y2 minus the CDF at the joint CDF at fx comma y of x1 comma y1. So this difference should give the probability of event A. Now let us look at another event defined as B is equal to the value of x between x1 less than capital X, that is the random variable, x less than or equal to x2, comma y is less than or equal to y1. So we want to calculate the probability of this event B. So first we will represent this in the xy plane. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. This is the value y1. So, and this is x1 and this is x2. So the event B is represented by this region. So the value of y changes from minus infinity to y1, and the value of x changes between x and x1. x1 and x2. x1 and x2. So this region represents the event B. Now the probability of event B is defined as probability of event B is equal to probability of this event, that is x1 less than x less than or equal to x2, comma y less than or equal to y1, which is basically the difference between the region the region defined by red minus the region in blue. So the region in red corresponds to probability of x less than or equal to x2, comma y less than or equal to y1. And the region in blue corresponds to the probability that x is less than or equal to x1, comma y is still less than or equal to y1. So the event B, is the probability of event B is defined by the difference between these two probabilities, which are represented by these two regions, and this is equal to the joint probability at x2 comma y1 minus the joint probability at x1 comma y1. Next, let us look at another event C, which is defined as the region between x1, the event C is defined as the value x lies between x1 and x2 and value of y lies between y1 and y2. Basically, we are talking about a small rectangular region bounded by x1, x2 and y1 and y2. That is x1 and x2 on x-axis and y1 and y2 on y-axis. So this is a small rectangular region. This is C. So we want to calculate the probability of this event. We can clearly see that the probability of this event can be calculated by this is y1 and this is x1 and this is x2. So we can calculate the probability of event C as the difference between this total area, which is represented by probability of x less than x2 and y less than or equal to y2, that is total area represented by red. The total area under the shade red, that is this probability, minus the area represented by blue. This region. And also we have to subtract the events A and B. We can clearly see that this region is shown in green. This corresponds to events A and B. So in order to calculate the probability of C, we have to basically calculate the probability of this total region and subtract the probabilities of this event A and this event B and also this event in blue. That is, the probability of the total region is given by this value. The probability of the region in Y and in blue is given by probability of x less than or equal to x1, y less than or equal to y1. Now we also have the event A, which is given by this probability. That is this probability. So which is equal to minus probability of x is less than or equal to x1, y lies between y1 and y2. And we also have to subtract this region, that is probability of x lies between x1 and x2 and y is less than or equal to y1. So we have to subtract these three probabilities from the total region. That is, first this probability is equal to fx, y of x2, y2. And this one is equal to fx, y of x1, y1. And this is equal to minus fx, y of x1, y2 minus or minus plus fx, y of x1, y1. And for this one we have minus fx, y of x2, y1 plus fx, y of x1, y1. These values are basically calculated from the events B, A and B. Now we can clearly see that these two values cancel and we are left with the following expression. It is fx, y of x2, y2 minus fx, y of x2, y1 minus fx, y of x1, y2 for this value, and finally we have plus fx, y of x1, y1. This is equal to probability of C. Finally, we can also calculate the probability of the event A union B union C. That is, we want to calculate the probability of this event A union B union C, which is basically represented by the following region. That is, we have event A and we have event C and we have event B. A, C and B. That is, C is represented by this region, A is represented by this region and B is represented by this region. So the union of A, B and C is obviously equal to the probability of union of A, B and C is obviously equal to the sum of probability of A, probability of B plus probability of C. This is true because these three regions are mutually exclusive. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, and these are x1 and x2, and these are y1 and y2. So the probability of this union, that is the probability of this L-shaped region, is basically sum of the probabilities of these three regions, which we already calculated. Therefore, probability of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C. So in summary, in this short video, we learned how to represent an event in the Cartesian coordinate plane, that is in the XY plane, and also use that information to calculate the corresponding probabilities in terms of the joint CDF. Thanks for watching.